And Pradeep, I just did that share sound through the share. That's right, isn't it? That's again. I guess I need to talk through this one. Does it look good?
Yeah, I have always there's a little drama when I depart from medicine, Not only yesterday,
Exactly.
other time,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sometimes I don't know why it is sometimes canceled, postponed, delayed. Always something happens.
It should be better than Chicago.
Yeah. So to drive from Madison to Chicago, it is about 2 hours,
Right.
And so it's also not so easy,
That's true.
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
Oh,
Milwaukee.
same, I think similar. Milwaukee, then there's another one next to Chicago. There's another one.
Oh, yeah.
What do you call that? That looks like that is little not so well known. So if you could fly a departure from there, it may be a little cheaper.
Yeah.
Maybe less people.
I think, you think so?
I think fewer airlines go with it.
Yeah, that's good. In the past, I was there once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I got lost trying to leave there one time.
Yeah.
Very confusing.
Yeah.
It's good though.
Do you mind trying talking a little bit more in the mic, Khenchen? They're saying they don't hear you very well. I know we hear you very well, but online.
A little bit, how many you expect from Zoom?
Right now we have 8.
8. Okay.
We have this opening prayer book if you want.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
That is good. Just more. Okay. Yeah. You have prayer, so
Yes.
you can lead.
Okay.
You are the chant leader, you know.
Do you want to do Tibetan?
Doesn't matter. Maybe more English is better, you know. Tibetan looks exotic, but you don't know what you're saying.
Maybe one time Tibetan, two time English?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. It's the first page, page 5. Yeah. On da la da wa je be ja no pa je be ge ta ba dam dam je gem be ba du chu ba je ba dam je ki so je pe ma nam ka dan nyam be sem chen tam che Dewa dan den du ngao dan je Nyer du la na me ba yang da par so be jan chu Rinpoche to par ja. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. One more. Oh, no.
Excuse me.
Ande chedu samai ke kia bardu lunga yisum gewala ko mashia bardu lunga yisum gewala ko do de ne zonde ni ma sangda sangya bardu Hello, so for that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. O Sangye Choda Sogi Chonam Lai Chanchu Bardu Dani Chap Suchi Dagi Chin So Ji Pe Sonam Ki Joda Panji Jubar Shom. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Nam Kadan Yambe Sim Che Tam Che Dewa Dai and Dewa Judan Dembar Gyurchi Adungao Dan Dungao Chi Judan Drawar Gyur chi du ngao me be de wa dam and wa gyor chi ni rin cha da ni dan dre don yom la ne va gyor chi. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Oi chat sa wa dai cho chia sha pa dang jesu yi dang gu xing su wa yi ge wan chu zhe da gi chi sa pa dam che zo be chan chu che wo. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offering, confession, rejoicing, requesting, and praying, I dedicate it for the complete awakening of all beings. O dorje chanje dile narodang marba milai choje gambo pam pamo drubai jewai jigong pa kakyo Rame nangai suai dem Selin jau bui sakyo lama le Janju sem gia du zia menane Jua gula deba seba yi Nati shalar suade Da kyan dane janju matubar Gyuba Khenchen sungye nam lendu Ajune janju sem jo jong badang Janju sem ge jandun je bar shu Eke wa kundu yandang Lamadang Jome Chuki Bala Lon Chui Ching Asadang Nam Ge Yonten Rab Shui Ne Doji Changi Gobang Rab Doi Shui. Page 12. Great Vajradhara, Tilopa, Naropa, Marpa, Milarepa, Dharma Lord Gampopa, Pagmajupa, and Lord Jikungpa. I pray to all the Kagyu Lamas. From his guru, King Serlingpa, he received the nectar medicine of bodhicitta and brought benefit to all sentient beings. I pray to glorious Atisha. From now until I attain enlightenment, may I also practice the three precious lineages, and through this may I perfect sublime bodhicitta and bring benefit to others with my bodhicitta. In all my lives, may I never be separated from the perfect Guru. May I enjoy the glory of the Dharma, perfect the qualities of the Bhumi-san paths, and quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Do we do mandala? Or
You just said this prayer, page 12. This is something not many people know about this. So it's good to just repeat because we don't say this before. This is written by a very great master, retreat master. He was extremely great scholar as well as the as well as a highly accomplished master. So he thought it's good to organize this prayer better so the followers can understand what you are practicing, what you are doing, Especially, as you know, these are the common. Sambarpa, Milarepa, Namalot Kapupa, and Pamutupa, and Lord Kumpa. I pray to all the Kajulampas. This is the from Bajadara, and then from Delopa and Naropa. So Marpa went to India 3 times and also to Nepal, but he received all the sutra, of course, but mainly I highly appreciated Acharya teachings so that Delopa has transmitted to Naropa. So Marpa attended Naropa for many years, received so many teachings like say He Vajra and Goya Samaja, Buddha Kapala and so forth. And especially 6 Naropa's teachings, And then also he received Mahamudra teachings as well from Naropa, also from Metipa. So after all that he received those teachings and he himself practiced, accomplished all these teachings, brought to Tibet, and then Marpa giving these transmissions to his own many other disciples, including Milarepa. So Milarepa has received all those teachings from Marpa, and he, in his whole life, for the benefit of the sentient beings, he sacrificed his life, totally sacrificed his life. And then he imparted not just only scholar, he's this teacher is a great scholar because of this, he studied that, he studied. We have a lot of stories like that, who studied all. But then when you come to practice, they don't say so much. So, but Milarepa, who not only studied from Marpa, but he imparted all those teachings himself, dissolved into himself. And so, because of that, Milarepa said, I understood one thing and I know everything. So when he revealed his total mental state, the mind is, you see, very complex. The modern science, they think the mind is something maybe you can create the mind, So there are a lot of their thinking, So like say AI, robot, they make a lot of robots, so that someday the robot will do as a human being, it will take a long time, First you have to look at the robot, you see, if they have a fear or hope, you see. There's some robot, you just they say, oh, this is the artificial intelligence, so smart. You just ask any question, they will answer you, Then you just go there if they have a fear, or if they hope, or if they have a feeling, See, then you can understand, it will be quite some time, because the mind is so profound, as limitless as the space, you see, our mind, as limitless as space. Even we don't know our mind. We know I'm thinking, but you don't know yourself enough, you know. Right now I'm thinking, oh, this is very good was, and then next, oh, maybe not so good. You change, you know, all the time changing. That shows that you don't know your mind, you know. Always there's something, you're investigating, you're thinking something all the time. That shows you're not well equipped. So these teachers, all enlightened masters, real, they embodies all the bodhicitta. It's not just a Buddhism, it's not just a religion, but it's entire nature. That's what you have to understand. And the teachings are still so precious because the teachings they taught, or the Buddha taught, over 2,500, 600 years ago, still so fresh, alive, because it communicates the mind, not the outside things, culture, cultural belief systems, but they totally kind of revealed, so that from Marba Milaraba Kambu Pamutuba, all the Kagyu masters, Mahamudra, Vajrayana teachings, 6 years Naruba, so forth. Then next they said, Amasilinga, from his guru, do have here, Kagyu Namas, Silinki, Sajun Lama, Le, from his guru, King Silingpa. He received all the nectars, medicine of bodhicitta, and brought to benefit to all sentient beings. I pray to glorious Atisha. So it's now Atisha who visited Tibet in the 10th century. He found the Kadampa tradition, the famous Kadampa tradition. So he studied from many great masters, especially Vajrayana, so many from great masters. So he embodied all those teachings, including bodhicitta. But especially, he went to Indonesia. He went to Indonesia through the boat, in the ocean, from West Bengal, from boat all the way to Indonesia. They say Indonesia at that time there was 3 famous islands, the Golden Island, and the Bali Island, and the Copper Island. So in the Golden Island, there's a great master, Lama Silingpa. So say Silingpa, he was that time his father, the lineage was a king. So his son, this Lama Silingpa, became a monk and studied that he called Lama Silingpa. He focused, mostly practiced the bodhicitta, mind training, which from Asanga, Basbantu, from all the way, And then when Atisha went to Indonesia, met this Lama Silingpa, this King Silingpa, you see, Lama Silingpa. And the Atisha, he got such a great impact from that. Even though he received so many teachings about bodhicitta, but especially with this Lama, Lama Silingpa, made such a great difference that he's just through that blessing. So as soon as when he heard the name Lama Silingpa, Atisha just brings tears in his eyes. Then they asked why. you have such a devotion to many other teachers, especially why you are Muslim. He said, because the bodhicitta that I have received, that made such a great impact that I can benefit so many sentient beings because of him. So that from that lineage, Kabupa, see, Kabupa was the one first he studied all the Kadamba tradition, which brought by Adisha, thoroughly, become a great scholar in the Kadamba, the old Kadamba tradition. And then later he met Milarepa. So Kabupa lineage brought this together. So here said, I pray to glorious Adisha. See. Then here what he said, from now until I attain enlightenment, may I also practice these three precious lineage. Three precious means this from Milarepa, the Vajrayana lineage, from Adisha, from Adisha he studied this school of the Nagarjuna, all the Madhyamika system, emptiness philosophy school, and from, of course there's Bodhisattva as well, but especially from Adisha lineage, it's got vast lineage of the Bodhicitta, Samu Khenchen Jigten, it's called, Bodhicitta's teachings. So these three together, he said that one, may I also practice these three precious lineage. So all together from Kabupa. So Kabupa was responsible for establishing all the Kagyu lineage in Tibet. So that he said, and through this may I perfect sublime bodhicitta. See, by the Kadamba school, you study all the sutra systems of the emptiness and bodhicitta, all this study, and from Milarepa's lineage, then you, in the Vajrayana, you transform this ordinary state, body, mind, speech, into the enlightened. So through this, it makes the mind perfect as a bodhicitta. So bodhicitta is the, what you call, the main principle practice that one becomes the Buddha. So Buddha, all the Buddhas, they achieve Buddhahood because of the perfection of the bodhicitta. So that's the, and through this may I perfect sublime bodhicitta and bring benefit others with my bodhicitta. See, may I then benefit all. So it means you achieve Buddhahood by practice the bodhicitta. We respect Buddhas, our Shakyamuni, the historical Buddha, so much because of the bodhicitta. Buddha attained Buddhahood because of the perfection of bodhicitta. Then from that, Buddha benefited sentient beings so much because of bodhicitta. And bodhicitta, there's absolute bodhicitta and related bodhicitta, which we'll discuss more later. But the ultimate bodhicitta you have within you is called Buddha nature, what's called the basic goodness, the basic perfection that within us is called unfabricated, undefiled mind itself. So that Buddha revealed that in the sentient beings, we have that. We need to reveal that. So to reveal that, we need bodhicitta practice. That's the ultimate bodhicitta. So into the path we take these practices. And then when you reveal it, you become Buddha. That's who you are, yourself. Buddha is not outside somewhere, it's within us. So Buddha's teaching is always pointing to inside. You have to meditate yourself, means you have to reflect yourself. If there's somebody is giving from outside, why you need to meditate? When you need to chant mantra. So you yourself need to go into that. you know. So, and bring benefit to others with my bodhicitta practice. In all the net conclusions in all my lives, may I never be separated from the perfect Guru, the perfect Guru who has total bodhicitta. That's the perfect Guru. The bodhicitta, the relative bodhicitta and absolute bodhicitta, that we need that Guru. May I enjoy the glory of the Dharma. So we should enjoy the Dharma. We should enjoy the Dharma. All the outside things we cannot enjoy. They're all temporary. They come and go. We cannot rely on that. You know, by depending on others, these material things, maybe today we feel happy, but next day it may become a cause of suffering. You know? Oh, it's just changing. But as long as you have bodhicitta within you, always you can enjoy. You can just relate on that. There's no doubt. Still in this 21st century. And next for 1,000 years, until the end of the samsara, bodhicitta is always the source of our enjoyment, peace, happiness. So through this practice, we made perfect the quality of the bhumis and the paths. So through the practice of bodhicitta, then we start from the first, it's called the path of accumulation, beginning. Then next part of preparation. Then it's called this part, part of special insight. Then part of meditation, and the part of perfection. So this is the path. Bhumi. Bhumi, there are 10 bhumis, first of the 10 bhumi. This. So, and quickly attain the state of the Vajradhara. So this, I thought is very good to introduce this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, what? Guru Yoga. Okay. Instead of Guru Yoga, we have this very, very short the copy we have here. This one. This relates to Lord Jigten Sumgon. And this book, David, do you have this copy?
Yes, Rinpoche.
You have, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This copy is a collection of a lot of writings about him, And maybe if I read as well, there's some long. Today, this morning, if I read, if you have the copy, it's called Calling to the Lama from Afar. This title is happened because you see there's one also Guru Yoga we have here. This is called the fourth session Guru Yoga of Lord Jigten Sumgon by Nödi Dorje. In this let me see. page 90, if you look at, I said, I supplicate the Dharmakaya, great Vajradhara of the sixth family. I supplicate 85 Indian Mahasiddha. I supplicate Dili Vanjaparam Bhadram. I supplicate Naru Janasiddhi. I supplicate the translator Lord of Marba. I supplicate Mela Shapaturji. I supplicate Talpun Dayu Shunu. I supplicate Master, the three men who come. I supplicate Pamu Paktu Tolji Kebo. So this supplicate means calling the Lama from afar, you know. So this from that the name is made this, you know, calling the Lama from afar. So in this, instead of going there, this is also very nice Guru Yoga, 4-session Guru Yoga, very good. Here, page, if anybody has this book, page 58, so praise to the Buddha, Lord Jigten Sumgon, by Jama Shrab Jungne. If I read this, he wrote this about Jigten Sumgon from the point of view of seeing as the Buddha, you know. So it's very good. It has meaning. It's not just praise, you're good, you're wonderful, may I be like this, but who Jigten Sumgon was. So we know why we're practicing that, you know. Here said, in the heart of enlightenment, the undefiled pure realm, you, the self-arisen victorious one, attain perfect complete Buddhahood. You then turn the wheel of the unsurpassed Dharma. I prostrate to you, the great sage, precious Dekumpa. See. Chanju Nyingpo traditional, Chanju Dawayo do Trosa Che. Chanju Nyingpo traditional, Chanju Nyingpo. Say in Tibet, Chanju Nyingpo, in the heart of enlightenment, undefiled pure realms, the place where he stayed there, you know. You, the self-arisen victorious one, means you yourself understand yourself, who you are. You revealed what is ultimate yourself. No? So it is you, the self-arisen victorious. Victorious means, you know, totally purified all the obscurations, free from all the obstacles, evil deeds. You know, there's no inner obstructors. So the self-risen, victorious one attained perfect, complete Buddhahood. You attained complete Buddhahood means you just directly saw your mind, which is no different from Buddha. So you attained perfect, complete Buddhahood. So that when he was 35, Jigten Sumgon attained the Buddhahood. You know. That time he said, now I purify all my obscurations. He made that song. I understood, I realized all the interdependence, pratita, samudha pada, all the interdependent qualities of the phenomena. So they are outer interdependent, how whole world system is established, constitutes. And all the sensation means the inner interdependent. And how we sentient beings are now in the 6 realms, how the 6 realms constitutes. Why human beings, why since in God realms, or why in the hell realm, what happened, all those things. It's all, God, you know, it's all just is there by the products of the causality, the karma and the cause. And each has their own cause. Every individual has their own cause to be that way. Nothing happens from without cause, or from incomplete cause, or from the wrong cause. So got the inner interdependent, outer interdependent, inner interdependent, the secret interdependent. Then from within that you understood the nature of the samsara, and then to free from this kind of vicious, unrelentless suffering of samsara. And there you study, practice Dharma, obliterate all the cause of the suffering. And so, as we mentioned, following the path step by step towards the enlightenment, the secret interdependent. So, by this, I realize interdependent nature. And I reveal, Jigten said, I reveal all the secret mantra, Vajrayana teachings. So they are, they call Kaya Tantra, Charya Tantra, Yoga Tantra, Anu Yoga Tantra. Within the Anu Yoga Tantra, then there's Father Tantra, Mother Tantra, non-dual Tantra. All this is just totally the arising stages, completion stages. Within the completion stages, it's called completion stage, the complete or the perfect, I should say, the perfect, the perfect state, Tsoparimpa. Yes, the perfect, the complete perfect stage. There's a sign and without sign. Sign, all the chakra channels, all those practices. And without sign, total Mahamudra state, everything. I reveal the secret mantras teachings. And I equipoise the meditation without cessation. Means he transcended the post meditation and then meditation. This totally perfected in the state of the non-duality, effortless, unfabricated, so that he said that is called attained perfect enlightenment. Then after being perfected from these practices, meditation, achieved the Buddhahood. Then from there he turned the wheel of the Dharma. Said you then turn the wheel of the unsurpassed Dharma. All the teachings that Jigten taught for 40 years. And he gathered 180,000 disciples, just only human beings. There are also non-human beings also. So that's who Jigten was. So to such countries, I prostrate to you, the great sage, the precious Jigten. Jigten is the name of place. Since he resided there, so his name was called Jigten. Like we say, I'm American, because we stay in America, Then you have fully resolved the mists of the three obscurations into open space, you see. All the three obscurations, they call the karmic obscurations, and the mental affliction obscuration, and the very subtle obscurations. The karmic obscurations we have in the samsara, we don't know our own karma, what we have created. Why we are suffering, we don't know. Then we know about the virtue, non-virtue, the action, activities of ourselves. So then this we understand, we trust the causality of the karma. Then after that, mental afflictions. People are very difficult to understand their mental afflictions. So, because we think it's natural. This I supposed to have. Then so we involve all our mental afflictions, and people are suffering so much from that. People are suffering from the ignorance, ego. The ego is very sensitive, fragile. We don't realize it's there because of our ego, how much suffering. Then we have suffering from anger, hatred, so much. And we have so much suffering from our desire, attachment. We don't realize they are the cause of suffering. But our life is within this, the three portions. So understanding of those, our Dharma study practices basically focus on that, how to purify. In the samsara, in the world, people have no understanding, they have no wisdom. They think this is something normal. If you say how you can obliterate these mental afflictions, people think it is unprecedented. It's unusual, How you can do that? There's no way, we just keep feeding our attachment. Go there, you enjoy that. Go there, you enjoy that. Go there, do this, do that, And then we're just feeding our mental afflictions. But then there arises the anger, hatred. Then we make a prison, You are against the law. Who does that? These mental afflictions. These mental afflictions are the one that transgress our law, Who makes against the law? These mental afflictions. But then we make a prison, so you have to go to jail. So that's how samsara is it's called oxymoron, so complex, complicated, so profound. Samsara itself is very profound, unfathomable, So you see, look at this. That's why you say, you can see the Dharma, how immense. It's not just only for Buddhists, for everybody, those who are suffering from this. Everybody should study this Dharma, the wisdom of Buddha. Because Buddha taught to all the sentient beings, not just only for Buddhists. As we just said, may all sentient beings free from suffering. Buddha teacher said, may all Buddhists free from suffering, See, everybody in the world you see are suffering from these three portions. It's unbiased, So that's how Jigten is. You have fully resolved the myths of the three obscurations into open space. You just totally transform into like space nature. And you possess the eye of the true wisdoms, knowing as it is, and knowing everything. All the objects, knowledge. This is happening because of that. This is what you're doing is this will happen, All this, the countless knowledge. There's nothing that what Jigten doesn't know. Buddha doesn't know, I should say. In true wisdoms. Through this unobscured wisdom you fully perceive, without any obscurations. with all the developments, then you know everything. There's nothing that what Jigten doesn't know. No. So all the object knowledge of the three times, past, present, future, the past, what would happen, from beginningless time until now. So this is happening because of that. This is happening because in such time, this is what I was doing is because of this. This is what is happening. At that time, these people did this things because of that is now here. And the future from this will happen in the future. This. So no limit. Three times without exceptions. I posted you, the omniscient one, the precious, the Kumpa. Then next, you have crossed the ocean of the false, all the false confusions, totally now cross, went beyond, and suffering of samsara, all the suffering, there are, as you know, the suffering of change, and the obvious suffering and unobvious suffering, and very hidden suffering. All this suffering conditions are totally free from this. You have perfected the knowledge of the clairvoyance and of miracle powers. This you can see everything totally, what's happening. So one time, just one story. He sent 55,000 disciples to meditate in Mount Kailash. And in this, he appointed a leader, it's called Donzin, who achieved the state of like Jigten himself. They all went to Mount Kailash area and meditating, everybody meditating in their own place. Then the local deity made a big offering and a big piece of gold to that leader, the head of that. And he thought, what I need is, I'm a simple practitioner. What should I do with this gold? I can't eat it, I can't wear it, It's just, heavy duty, He started to throw, Because I can get food anywhere, That moment, Jesus would appear there. You don't need this, but use this to build a temple here. Nearby this place, he said, you build a temple there, and then that will serve to so many people to get benefit for the generations. So this one, he saw it there, and then just through this mental power, he perceived that directly that moment, and then he just appeared there and told that, So he said, you don't need this, but you use this. So the temple is called Jigten Monastery. It became the headquarters of all the Rinpoche monastery in that area, including Ladakh and all. So many thousands of monasteries in that area. So this will help to promote the Buddha's teaching, to benefit sentient beings. Then during his time, one time, a vulture was flying in the sky. This group of monks walking with him on the grassland. As soon as he saw the vulture there, he spoke. and the vulture just directly landed on the ground and meditating. You know? And that became such an impression. The word of mouth went. You know, at that time there was no TV, you know, no internet, you know, no social media. But the word of mouth went round everywhere. And that people from, you know, from the west, from the east, everywhere, they say, let's go to see that Lama who has the ability to give a meditation to a vulture, you know. So there are many instances like that, you know, just few of those. You know. It's not just, you know, some simple, you know, individuals. You know. So in the miracle powers, you fully abide in the peace of undefiled equanimity. Thank you. So within that, his mind is always, you see, equanimity, you see. Within all those activities are manifested from that equipoised state of the mind. His mind is totally, you know, abide within this equanimity, equipoise. No emotions. It means no mind up and down. See, you fully abide in the peace of undefiled equanimity, total peace. Here, peace means mind free from all the delusions. Not just now we call it, if there's no war, there's a peace, you know. But inner. We have a war within, you know, with our mental afflictions. We have war, you know, fighting. Our anger, our attachment, our pride, our jealousy, our greed, all these are fighting all the time. There's a war, you know. So all of those totally transcended within the wisdom, purified, and you maintain that state of the mind, total peace. That's why he could benefit so many sentient beings. So, undefiled equanimity. I posted to you the Sugata, you see, well gone. This is one of the synonyms of the Buddha. Sugata, well gone, the precious, the compa. You have cut the bond of the afflicting emotions and cause of samsara. You see, this, as I earlier mentioned, all the afflictive emotions are totally purified. Because of that, you are free from samsara. So samsara and the nirvana is not outside, some place to go, but within. When your mind is totally free from all those afflictions, it's called nirvana. You have that peace. You have that peace is free from the fear. You have no fear. If some dangerous things happens, you have still no fear. Because your inner, the cause of suffering, is totally uprooted. Because of that, there's no cause of samsara. So samsara is mind with full of these afflictive emotions, the samsara. We're suffering so much. As earlier mentioned, because there are mental afflictions. Your Dhammakaya has consumed the fuel of conceptual knowledge, you see, the intellectual, conceptual analysis. You don't need that. Everything is established, finalized. So your wisdom have consumed all the delusions, all the wisdom of the fire of the wisdom has burned all the forests, the jungle of the delusions. You have annihilated the forces of unruly demons, the mental unruly demons. That is a mission where we are studying, practicing Dharma, we need. Not because I'm a Buddhist, not because I believe religion, it's because of we're in the samsara. We're not free from suffering. We're just suffering comes one after another. Undeniably, those who don't believe anything, still their mind is wandering in the delusions. So they need Dharma teachings, study, practice. So Dharma teaching is not just for some individuals, for everybody all over the world. So you have annihilated the forces of unruly demons. I posted to you the victorious ones, victory, Gyalwa, in Tibetan, Gyalwa. When you got the victory from all the demons of the cause of suffering. If you read the Shantideva's writing, Bodhija Avatara, they have described how we have to achieve the victorious one. So I posted to you the victorious one, the precious Dikumpa. They are good, isn't it? So these are, as mentioned, not just some praise to I like, I don't like, no, but just explaining the Dharma teachings. Why we need to study, why we need to practice. Because the Jamashira Junior was really enlightened master as disciple of Jigten Sumgon. You are the healthman and the teacher of the world. You could teach all the different sentient beings without any doubt. Because you saw the nature of samsara perfectly, without any hidden, without any hidden, totally obvious, clear. And you saw the direct nature of the nirvana, enlightenment. So these two, you just saw perfectly these two. So you can teach directly how to free from samsara and how to attain Buddhahood. And teacher of the world. For those who wander, confused in the wilderness, gods and others bring your feet to the crown of their heads. See, because of you are such a teacher, you have such a great skill. What is the cause of the wandering in the samsara? How to eliminate them? What's the cause of the confusion? How to get rid of the confusion? How you're just wandering in the wilderness, the forest, and the cause of suffering. The three worlds, you know those things so well. So because of that, everybody follow you. Directly, some great scholars, they came You know, because Lord Jigten Sumgon, during his time, he taught such profound teachings. Some terminology, Dharma terminologies are little kind of say unprecedented, haven't heard it before. He used those terminologies. So some other school, there are many other schools that time. Why he's teaching these things? We haven't heard of this word before. This is a mistake, you know. So special one great scholar, he heard a lot about this, and then so many disciples following Jigten Sumgon, hundreds and thousands, you know, every day hundreds are coming to see, and he could not tolerate that. Maybe Jigten Sumgon has doing something wrong. These people are confused. Why is using these words? And we're doing these things. I must go test him. You know, he was a great scholar, both Sutra and Tantra. And he knows really so well all those philosophies. And the terminologies of the like general terminologies, and so kind of unusual. So one day he prepared some very profound questions, you know. He prepared some very important questions. Kept his mind, I must go to ask these questions. If he can answer these questions, then I can accept. You know? So then he went. So when he was coming to Jigten Sumgon, next day he is going to see Jigten Sumgon, and that Jigten Sumgon told his attendant, tomorrow there's one important person is coming. Don't block, let him come. Receive him, you know. So sure, then he came next day, and they welcomed him. And then Jigten Sumgon said, you're welcome, have a seat. And at that time, then they started discussions. He pretended, of course, not asking questions of this, but he just came, I came here to see you, you know, to receive blessings of you, you know. And this was all very good, wonderful. So they started discussions, what you have studied, what you have studied, what kind of you know, what you don't know. Oh. So during this all discussions, without asking the questions, he just answered all these questions that he has in his mind. And then he was totally, resolved his doubt. This is real Buddha, not ordinary person. Not only that, then that day, that moment, he took Jigten Sumgon as his root guru. He just became the follower of Jigten Sumgon, you know. He not just say, I asked question, he was very good, now I'm living, you know. So that's why, and then Jigten Sumgon prophesied him, he was a rebirth of such a great master, you know, in the past. And then was Carl, made such an important disciple and kept some special teachings on him. And he studied, practiced for 11, he said, for 11 years. You know, he wrote this here also. He wrote one life story of Jigten Sumgon. And then, you see, because of this, Jigten Sumgon's teachings are so profound, so precious. So then, after Jigten Sumgon passed away, then he wrote the life story of Jigten Sumgon and the famous text, Teaching the Nyingbo, the heart essence of the Mahayana teaching. Very, very thick book. So that's like that, you know. So many great teachers came to him, received teachings, become disciples, you know. gods and others bring your feet to the crown of their heads. I foster to you the leader, the precious Jigten. So then the last one. The virtue that has been accomplished by your teachings, the unmistaken path of realization. You see, all the teachings that you taught directly, they've got such a strong message how to uproot with a great skill. See, Jesus says all the Buddha's teachings, there's nothing to give up. All the Buddha's words are words of wisdom. In the Buddhist field, there's no any wiser than Buddha. All Buddha spoke is the wisdom. Doesn't matter for individual, for raw capacity, what Buddha spoke is right for that person. Highly accomplished individuals, what Buddha spoke is right for that person. So you have to follow, accept all the Buddha's teaching for your own benefit. So, by the virtue that has been accomplished by your teaching, the unmistaken path of realization, inseparable from the Buddha's speech, you see, what Jigten taught is the Buddha's teaching. Communicating direct Buddha's message to the disciples. May the teaching of the Lord of the 10 Bhumis, the precious Jigten, flourished and forever remains. So this kind of teaching means Buddha's teaching remain in the world. It's not because Buddhists, because how it can benefit sentient beings. We have to think about that. When you teach your religion out of your attachment, because you're who you are belong to, it becomes dogmatic. You dogmatize others. But when you teach this out of wisdom, out of compassion, which is only sincerely you teaching others benefit. Because Buddha's teaching is empirical. We call science proof this, science said this, scientists said this. Scientists, yes, it's the right way, but still a long way to go. Yes, outer phenomena, scientists are good, like technologies, all those things are good, very good, but inner, mental, still a long way to go. Because as mentioned, the mind is such a hidden subject, ambiguous to ourselves. As you see, I cherish myself most than anybody can, but sometimes I destroy myself because of my own delusion. I want to be best for myself, but I don't know how to do that because my mental delusions, my mental ambiguous state, the mind. So Buddha, as I mentioned, everything's obvious, clear, it's effulgence, precise. Like looking at your palm, you know what you have in your palm. Nothing is hidden. So in Buddha's mind is that realized because all the obscurations are totally taken care of, purified. So it says, this was written by Chema Jigten on the banks of like Mansoor River. After a year, Lord Chidosu passed away. Then Changachiram Chudum was from Dikung, he was going to the north, then from north, then he went to Mount Kailash. You know, Lake Mansoor River was in the Mount Kailash area. So this is about, it's good.
Thank you.
So that it will help you to practice Guru Yoga, you know. Yeah.
Thank
Now you can ask if any questions you have from the audience in the Zoom, internet, or here also. David, Mate, if you have any questions, yeah, good, you know. You drove all the way here, so ask some questions.
Rinpoche, what is guru? Guru is teacher. Yoga?
Neljur, in Tibetan, Lame Neljur. Lame Neljur. Lama is guru. Neljur is Nel, there's the two words, Neljur. Now the yoga is become so famous because the exercise, yoga, there's yoga studio, there's yoga. So all other, exercise, a lot of exercise, yoga exercise. Occasionally there's a Kundalini practice in the yoga, you know. But not so, I mean, I don't know if they take the public or not, you know. But mostly yoga is exercise, physical, you know. That's kind of well known, you know. Some kind of very recurrence sometimes, you know. In real meaning, when you come to the really Sanskrit meaning, yoga. Yoga means Nel. Nel means what do you call it? Unfabricated real nature. Nelma. Because unobstructed as it is. Like say we talk about the emptiness. Emptiness is not just we're making empty. The nature of phenomena itself is empty by nature. Now this is a kind of the scientist has been very helpful, you know. It's called quantum physics theory. From the quantum physics theory, from Einstein's, you know, it's all these things are not really exist as we perceive. It's all just composed of the dust particles. And each dust particles, if you analyze until the end, there's nothing exists you can go through. But because of all the composite of the dust particles and this solid wall composite, you know. So this is what you see, the solid wall in real nature is empty. Having empty itself, but formed of this wall because of the combination of dust particle. So that's called yoga. Not yo, you know, in Tibet it's nelma, nel. So your pure mind, we should say, like your mind is possible, but your mind itself is pure. We're not making pure. It has been pure by itself. Let's say water coming from the mountain is pure. No? Then it's come down where now we polluted. They say purified water. Yes, it's a delusion, What is self-pure? There's nothing to purify. We don't need to pure because in the old time there's no water such called purified water. Everyone drink, that water. And nothing is wrong with that, Healthy. So in the 80s, 90s, especially 90s, some Tibetans came from Tibet to India. In India, they find this bottle of the water, purified water. They're selling the water, And the people, they're astonished, In Tibet, there's no history to buy the water, The world is going very strange, You buy water, what's that, We call the name purified water, So like that, you see, our mind itself, just pure by itself. That's why you see, when you could do some meditation, let go of this very busy mind, let go, calm down your mind. You feel so comfortable. You feel relaxed, peace, because you're touching to your pure mind. See, when that mind is disturbed, then you are exhausted, you're tired, you're confused, you're suffering. So this like attachment, aversion, greed, arrogance, these are the things that disturb the nature of the mind. So that yoga together, nel jor. Jor means to resolve, to join back to your mind. It's called Guru Yoga. The Guru, you practice the Guru, look at the Guru meditation, and then through that, you just reflect your own mind, get that mind. So it's a special method to reflect to your own mind. It's a method to reconnect your pure mind. It's a special Vajrayana skill, It's called Vajrayana, it's a lot of skill, It's a skillful method.
There's one question.
Yes.
Is there any difference between one taste that Jigten Sumgon taught and the general Mahamudra understood by all the Karma Kagyu schools? Is this unique to Jikung Kagyu, the one taste?
What Lord Jidusuma taught was, this is referred to all Kagyuba. Jidusuma taught this called Kongchik. His Holiness Karmapa, 17th Karmapa, he said all Jiddusuma's teachings is the collection of the pit instruction of all the great Kagyu masters.
You need.
Yes, I think this morning session, this much is good, isn't it? Yeah, this is very profound. You can read, reflect on, and then meditate. Most important, just bring it to your mind. Make your mind friend yourself, instead of become enemy. Through this teaching, reflect to your own mind. Look at this, all these mental afflictions are the only cause of suffering in my mind and everybody else. Now the social media has become so active. Internet, like the TikToks, look at their people now. So a lot of people suicide, So much message coming one after another. And then they cannot, they don't know how to look to inside, look only outside. Then they're so, what do you call distress, stressed, and then overwhelmed, and then depressed. And then the people are suffering so much, So there's some places they try to avoid all this. You see, you should watch this something for some hours, not whole your life. School, if you go to school, don't watch your whole day. Maybe only like 2 hours or 3 hours, or they make that kind of limit. In some countries, they see the disadvantage of this, how much it destroys your mind. It becomes so. Then in the family, there's some arguing, quarreling, all this, because your mind is so boiling, like water is boiling, and there's no peace, I'm not saying everything's negative, bad, but you have to see the limit, Sometimes when you hear Buddhist teaching of suffering, everything is illusory nature, everything is impermanent, it's depressing, There's nothing to talk about good.
Want to do the sadhana today, or should we do the sadhana today, or no?
Maybe today, maybe not. Okay. Some discussions, just relax, first. Everybody should, just be here, where you are, relax, and appreciate yourself. You have the precious human life. Because of precious human life, we got opportunity to listen these teachings or reflect on these. Not everyone has this, so always it's important to appreciate. And then you develop courage yourself. Yes, I can do. I can see the right or wrong. So what I need a courage to follow. Now there a lot of people have fear. I guess there's so many fears. Fear from outside, from anywhere, fears. System of the government, system of the war. So what will happen? There's a lot of weapons I'm making, So for what? Well, you're making all the weapons everywhere, Then there are people they talk so much about, Some are very creative, very skilled how to talk, And produce a lot of fear. And how to hate each other. So we just look at it, everyone is suffering. So we know we should not hate anybody. Those who are confused, we develop love and compassion. They are suffering. They want peace and happiness. It's not just politics. In our real nature, in our real life, we just need real peace and happiness. Reflect on this. some leaders, I have more confused than others. So we develop compassion. That's what we can do. We develop loving kindness. Then they have all the peace and cause of peace. When they're free from suffering and cause of suffering, we just reflect, meditate on this. And then we take a deep breath. Inhale fully. Develop love and compassion in our mind. And then exhale all our stress. Yesterday I was coming in the airplane, at the airport, so many people there. Everyone is keep busy to catching up their flight. Some flights are late, delayed, some are cancelled. So people are running back and forth, so I can see everybody's desire for peace and happiness. Whether we are communicating or not communicating, everybody is looking for some happiness, peace. We just meditate on this. We should all be happy and have the cause of happiness. Just reflect on this. Meditate. Including those people who hate you, those individuals who hate you, is because of their mental afflictions. They themselves want peace and happiness, but because of their mental afflictions, because of their themselves are suffering, then they create suffering to others. Not intentionally, but out of delusions. So meditate, reflect on this. Relax your body, release the stress. Okay. I hope you got some good session relaxing. When we do those things, this meditation, we should do without expectation. Just relax simply, relax your mind as it is. Then you can do some dedication
Okay.
prayers if you have
Yes.
in your.
I think page 24. Maybe.
Okay.
Tibetan also, or just English?
Excuse me.
Just English or Tibetan?
English is
Okay,
good.
okay.
Yeah.
By this merit, may I attain omniscience, having defeated the enemies, my wrongdoings. May I liberate all beings who are tossed in the ocean of samsara by the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death. Precious, glorious, root Guru, seated on a lotus at my heart, hold me with kindness and bestow accomplishments of body, speech, and mind. I pray for the excellent health of the Guru. I pray that the Guru lives a supremely long life. I pray that the Guru's activities spread far and wide. Grant blessings that I may not be separate from my Guru. May every sick individual be quickly cured of disease. May all illness, without exception, never occur under any circumstance. By the force of this powerful merit, may the aspirations of the benefactors and their circles be accomplished within this very life. May all obstacles be pacified, may everything be auspicious, and may their wishes be fulfilled according to the Dharma. Through this virtue, may all sentient beings in the three realms and all the deceased who wander in the bardo abandon taking birth in evil states and attain the happiness of higher birth. Just as the hero Manjushri realized things as they are, so too did Samantabhadra. I will follow in their path by perfectly dedicating all of these virtues. Since all such dedications have been praised as supreme by the Buddhas of the three times, I perfectly dedicate all my roots of virtue toward excellent conduct. By the blessings of the Buddhas who attained the three kayas, by the blessings of the truth of the unchanging Dharmata, and by the blessings of the undivided Sangha order, may my aspirations be fulfilled according to this dedication. By the power of the Three Jewels' truth, by the blessings of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, by the power of having fully perfected the two accumulations, and by the pure and inconceivable nature of the Dharmadhatu, may these prayers be fulfilled accordingly. By the virtues collected in the three times, by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the innate root of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, precious, perfectly complete awakening. May this very place itself enjoy happiness and peace at dusk and at dawn. May midday too be delightful and comfortable. May the auspiciousness of the three jewels be ever present, causing peace and happiness throughout day and night. For this realm encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and bliss without exception. Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Chenrezig, may your life remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the three precious jewels, Padmapani, who holds the teachings of the victorious one, seeing the all-goodness meaning with the wisdom eye, may you who are spontaneously established activities live long for hundreds of kalpas. Noble Manjushri, the Lord of Speech, who manifests to hold the teachings of the Triple Gem, who raises the lamp of the sage's teachings, may you who are the light of the Dharma live long for hundreds of kalpas. Known in the noble land as Arya Deva, you emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chodingpa, the heart son of Jigten Gompo. May the life of glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 aeons. And now this page, the extra one, please. You who are richly endowed with the glorious wealth of Dharma knowledge, who through reflecting and meditating have actualized the self-aware absolute reality and shine with the 100,000 light rays of ethical discipline of the Buddha Dharma, may you, Khenchen Ratna Zwaza, live long.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Khenchen.
Had a good session.
Yes. Thank you.
This is my first time here, you know. Let's see.
In Austin,
Excuse me.
In Austin,
Yeah,
Yes.
so in whole Texas. I
Oh,
think.
wow. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to get a different cord for this sound system today at the break, so hopefully that'll be better for you online people. I'm sorry they didn't hear as well. We did some sound checks, but they couldn't hear it so well. So
Okay.
in the afternoon, we may just be on the YouTube live at Del Sol, so you can check that link, and then the sound will be more direct. But when we're back here in the morning, I'll have a different cord that hopefully the sound will be better tomorrow. Thank you. And tomorrow we're starting with bodhicitta, loving kindness,
From here?
wisdom
In
from
here?
here in the
Okay.
morning. And then afternoon continuing, and then next day in the morning more bodhicitta and wisdom. So
Here or
here, and then afternoon, and then tomorrow morning. Khenchen wanted to extend talking about bodhicitta, loving kindness, and wisdom. So we'll have more of that here, and not only Guru Yoga. And then he wants to offer the Bodhisattva vow.
yeah, yes, I thought if Saturday whole day out there,
Saturday morning here,
money here,
Saturday afternoon there.
there. Oh, so those people here, I mean, said maybe there will come more people there
Yes,
than here,
I think so.
so they will miss this teaching here. Yeah. I thought it's just one, what you call one package, you know, package, one complete package. Saturday, you know, so they can get a complete bodhicitta teaching, you know. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Okay.
But we'll do the ceremony out there, the bodhisattva's vow, you know.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Khenchen.
Yes, that's, I think nowadays this looks like the loving kindness, compassion, you know, not just, you know, being kind, but how to practice and how to bring your mind more kind of courage and less confusion, you know, how to take care of your own mind as we have talked about, you know. So this, I think, very important point. As, I'll explain it a little bit. We are talking some magic powers or something else, you know, clairvoyance we talk about, you know. Nowadays, you know, this is chakras, channels, dream yogas, you know. Those looks very magical, but not so relevant in your daily life, you know.
Yeah, we need the wisdom and compassion.
Yeah, we
How to
see- yeah,
our
we
mind
see
be
in your mind,
relaxed.
how to relax, you know, how to be yourself, you know. To see so this high views are so high, but then our mind is in that not in that state, you know. And this is kind of distance, you know. And so let us see, you know, how things goes. Because I'm also very beginner,
Oh,
you know.
what?
Yeah, I'm also beginner, so we just try to help each other, you know, without choice, you know.
A beginner how, Khenchen? You're the most experienced of all of our teachers.
No, it's still beginner, you know.
Well, we're so grateful to have you here to Austin. We're
Yes.
so fortunate to
Yeah.
bring you here to
Very
bless
good.
the place and the people that come out.
Mm.
Thank you very much, Khenchen. We're so fortunate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because a lot of you have a courage to invite me, you know.
And due to Jupon's kindness to convince you to come as well. Thank you.